All right, take two.
Hi, gang. Happy Pride Month, Part 2. Electric Gayaloo.
Oh no.
If you can prove you're queer, you get 4.
If you use your mouth.
Dude,
Oh
if you do
gosh,
mouth stuff,
Yeah, that's
you
what
get
it was.
extra
that's
beauty.
what it was.
Are you hearing us now, Anchor 89? Hopefully.
It is working now. I
Okay.
can verify.
Okay.
Oh
All
god
right.
damn it.
The Paizo sound, yes, the Paizo
have.
sound gods have stricken. I don't know how many of y'all were watching Paizo Con, but they had so many sound issues that whole time.
I mean, if the professionals all are running into it, at least it makes us feel better.
It's an
Exactly.
OBS issue. Or
As
Prism.
as fellow professionals.
Yes, as a fellow professional of a certain variety.
Yes, I figured we'd get Cody to introduce the show twice today at the start of June, Pride Month, as the gayest member of the crew.
The official homosexual icon / group pet.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Sid is the group pet, though.
Yeah.
It depends on what part of the crew we're talking about. If we're talking about the gang of us as people, that is my spot. If we're talking about our party in Whispers of Doom, definitely that's Sith. If we're talking about our one-shot party, Gib.
We've been going on a long walk on the beach for a while, so
This is very true. The longest beach walk ever.
Accurate.
Oh goodness gracious. All right, well let's get this show started, shall we? What's up, AKR89? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you being here to check us out as our first time chatter. So let's I'm gonna read my generic intro. Welcome to session 009 of Whispers of Doom. You find a couple of 5e converts and Paizo stands romping around the beginnings of Pathfinder 2nd Edition standalone module, Rusthenge. It'll take us through levels 1 through 4, and then we'll transition to the 200-page campaign 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. We are in no way, shape, or form endorsed, associated, or sponsored by Paizo, Twitch, Foundry, VTT, Zoom, Discord, Sandscape, or Bailey Wiki, but we are always open to the idea. Long hard wink?
Paizo gods.
Long hard wink. I was supposed to actually just do that and not read it.
Oh.
I'm sick.
I was like, which NPC is that?
Did you bold it? You gotta like put it in italics. Or
I
something.
did bold it.
You just shouted it instead.
I said lard instead. I combined both words.
Me.
My family
there.
and I have been very sick for the last week and a half. Not COVID, but it might be. Have tested negative the 2 times that I have, but yeah, anyways. Give us a follow, join our Discord, share us with your fellow degenerates, and ring the bell below. It would be greatly appreciated for us, this ragtag group of folks. This show, Whispers of Doom, is adults only, no holds bar, top tier, shit dick, and dirty bean water jokes. We're all consenting people here playing make-believe where anything can happen. We do have safety tools in place for us to use in case we start to broach uneasy topics or situations, and we'll be sure to maneuver the narrative so everyone feels uncomfortable equally. Yeah, so you get the picture. We have made Twitch affiliates, so now you in the chat have the ability to reward players with hero points, or as we're flavoring them via our motif, as obols, Sharon's obols, with the standard maximum of 3, as well as offering a roll from our super secret random encounter table. So you can see the counter there. We've got about 95 bits donated so far. So if you're ever so kind enough to if you're feeling charitable and want to give us some of your hard-earned biddies, we would greatly appreciate it, and it would fully affect the game and completely mess up the narrative. But you know, that's part of the fun. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how that happens. And let's go around the table now and introduce yourselves and who you're playing. Who wants to start?
Nick.
Nick
Hey,
does.
hey everybody, my name is Nick, also known as Big Red, the Big Red on Twitch, and I'm playing Faradir, the human sorcerer. What about you, Jacob?
I'm attempting to game. I'm Jacob. I'm playing Sif, the investigator. Spellcrashers over on YouTube, and I'm eventually going to join these fine folk in streaming some games. We'll see if I can accommodate the Twitch terms of service with some of the horror games I'm interested in. But what about you, Cody?
Yes, hello. I am the resident homosexual. My name is Cody, and I'm also known as Bard Tales here on Twitch. I have not streamed for a hot minute over there, but I am planning on making the return soon. I am playing Fen Suziz, a human cleric of Gozre. One day we'll figure out how to actually say that name, but until then, it is whatever I say it is.
I've just been copying you, and like every third time it varies a little bit. I'm like, how did you say that last time?
Right.
Gozre.
Yeah. Gozre. I've heard it. I feel like even the Paizo staff have said it different ways, and like Thurston, I'm pretty sure says Gozre. So
I think the official pronunciation, like phonetically typed out on Archives of Nethys, is Ray or Rey.
Ray.
As like the last, but I don't know.
Skywalker,
Again,
yeah.
Tomato.
Skywalker.
Right.
Don't
that,
like the sequel trilogy.
With all that being said, type your pronunciation of Gozre in the chat. Don't know who that is, or if you're an audio listener, oh well.
Just kidding. Love you, audio listeners, especially you, the one person in Singapore. What's up, man? Whoever you are, you've listened to every episode so far, so we have a solid fan.
Shout out to the Singapore fan.
Whether you're actually in Singapore or whether it's a VPN, we still love
yeah,
you.
Yeah, true.
See, we're international, y'all. Check that out. International.
Daddies.
Are they not?
They probably are. I mean,
yeah.
I
wouldn't doubt it.
They're big.
The Wong's hold is broad.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
Let me close this one out. I am glad to be back. My name is Dylan. I am streaming here on Twitch under Echo Leader, playing some Super Mario 64, being real bad at it. I've gotten 2 PBs offline, so I should probably just be streaming more. But I'm also getting over being sick. Sorry I missed last week. I am glad you all still were able to get together and play some games. So I'll probably be coughing a lot in the background. So this is going to be a fun one for Robert to edit.
Same.
I don't know. I don't want to mute. Fuck it.
Do it.
I'll try and figure it out.
Do what you feel.
Mute the Zoom over the recording, since this is a live production.
Do as you do, sir. Do as you do.
Extra texture to your audio.
Yes, True. Just another thing for me to chop. So yeah, if you fucking stop that right now. Shut the fuck. Got him.
Yeah, I had a fever for 3 days, so my brain is still like solidifying after that. So yeah,
just a good weekend barbecue, like.
Yeah, so if any of you are wondering why I hadn't posted the last week's episode, is because it was a one-off and I didn't really feel it was necessary to put it up into the stream just yet, and I was also very sick, so I didn't really have a lot of I didn't have a good time to find time to do that, and I think I might even reserve that for maybe Patreon content or something else later on, but it's still available on the VOD here on Twitch. and on YouTube, so you can check it out there. But for podcast listeners, you didn't miss much. It was fun though.
That is
We definitely scrambled to put that together as a very last minute thing. So I appreciate the effort that everybody put forth
You missed
to make it
something
happen.
glorious. Go watch it on YouTube.
Give was fun. Give was fun. I mean, that's also your excuse to be like, actually, someone else is editing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so with that, let's are you guys ready to live by the
Live
die
By the die
and die by the die?
There was some sort of.
I was ready.
It was almost
but-
there, yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump into the recap. For you new folks and I guess loyal folks, the people who come back, whatever words that there are for you,
Great.
loyal listener.
Thank you for being here.
Our followers. Our
Yeah.
friends.
Chivo's always here.
Yeah, what's up, Chris? Shout out, Chris. This recap's gonna be very long just because we missed last week, and I figured we could use it also. So tune in or tune out, but stay right here. Keep your page locked in, as I remind you that Faradir, escorting Fen, played by Nick and Cody respectively, were waylaid from their original destination of Iron Harbor because of a gnarly storm. They docked in the tumultuous waters around Osprey Cove to the south and Iron Harbor's sister city on the kindred coast of Chakakoth Isle. They met the locals Bertrand and Sif, played by Dylan and Jacob, also respectively, by the way of Elder Ordwy, owner of the tavern and pub, henceforth dubbed The Tub. Their celebration of newfound friendship was interrupted as a diseased and dying man was thrust upon their table. They learned he had come from Iron Harbor, was stuck with a poisoned crossbow bolt, and was affected by some sort of supernatural illness. His eyes were orange, skin filled with pustules, and armor rusted. He died. Elder Ordwy asked the party to join her to check on Iron Harbor and renew their kinship, as there was a decades-long cold feud between the founding brothers of the townships. They fought and killed a Darrow, not a Durgar, on the way, and their centipede pets, who ambushed them on the way. Darrow, a species and culture from the Darklands, was above ground? Weird. The party was sure it was the one that shot the dying man, but no sign of what caused the disease. On the outskirts of Iron Harbor, Faradir found his original destination, an abandoned grouping of buildings, mansions even. They sat atop a cliff face that overlooked the bay of Iron Harbor and were quite obviously unfinished. Investigating the buildings, they found a squatter, Daryl. Like the buildings he resided in, his employer had abandoned him. He was the architect of those structures, and for seemingly no reason, his benefactors pulled out of the project and left him stranded. An outcast from Iron Harbor, he isolated himself and had grown a bit mad. He mentioned that a merchant's vessel from Zinadasril had been docked for the last week or so, and its crew and noble haven't been seen since they walked into Stoneholm. He mentioned strange lights on Thunderhead Isle at the center of the bay that appeared shortly after they arrived as well. Upon leaving Daryl's camp and entering Iron Harbor proper, they were approached by a guard. Sister Vanda, one of the Goromites, followers of the god of battle and iron, Gorum. She requested Elder Ordwy to accompany her alone to visit the High Priest and Lord Ragnolf. Sensing something was off, but not wanting to alert Sister Vanda, she agreed to go along, but asked the party to investigate happenings around the town. After they separated, they did indeed discover something was wrong. Since the arrival of the Thessalonian merchant vessel, the Swordfish, arrived, the noble in charge, Matramar, had in his entourage a sin spawn and a crated, six-legged beast. They sought to broker a trade agreement with Lord Ragnolf, but have not left Stoneholm since they arrived. Even stranger is that none of the other Goromites have been seen either. They spoke to the crew left on the Swordfish and learned that their captain may have been manipulated, but could not abandon him, as their last order was to stay aboard until his return. First Mate Janice asked the party to find out what happened to their captain so they can make plans to leave with or without him. From there, the group made their approach to Stoneholm, clambered over some cliffs to an overhang that would drop them directly over its roof. There, the roof held 3 spiked heads. Curiosity getting the better of them, Fen approached, causing them to stir, slurping off the spikes and wiggling their necks across the air to attack and bite the group. It made a bit of a ruckus, but they made the heads extra dead and found one of them to actually be the captain of the swordfish. A ladder brought them to a sandy, one-lane outdoor dueling pit, balcony, and a door to the second floor. Booted stomps could be heard from the other side, then a voice. It was Sister Vanda, asking them to come in so that they could chat, and said Orby was in the mess hall having lunch with Ragnolf. Falling for this ploy, the group filed in before her, only to find deformed, rust-armored acolytes ready and waiting for them. The trap was set, and they fell for it. Sif took a nearly fatal blow from Vanda. While the rest of the group dealt with the fallen acolytes in the mess hall, the tide turned in their favor, and with Vanda at their behest, seemed to sincerely apologize and warned them of 2 others just south of the mess hall, and would aid them if they were to let her live. With great reluctance and maybe greater faith, newfound faith maybe, Sif healed her. She wondered for a moment if what they say about how naughty gnolls were, then charged ahead to meet 2 new fallen acolytes as they entered the hall, only to take nearly mortal blows herself. And this is where we pick up, in the midst of combat. So let's go ahead and switch the scene here, turn on some epic music.
I'm glad we were reminded of the naughty Knoll conversation. That's my favorite part of the recap.
Was that from last week? 'Cause I don't remember that.
No, that was from the last time we played this
Oh man. Okay.
2 weeks ago.
That was a great recap.
Yeah,
That was
very
a
well
great
done.
recap.
Thank
It
you.
did not feel as long as what I think you were thinking it would.
It felt long to me, and
That's
That's
because you
what she
were
said.
reading a lot of words.
hey, softball. All right, so let's switch some scenes over.
Keep forgetting what's the new term for Knolls in the remaster? 'Cause
Oh,
that's coming
Colo.
up soon. Colo.
Colo.
That's gonna be a hard transition. Going
You're
from the
telling
G
me.
to the K.
Yeah.
How's it spelled?
KHOLO.
Yeah. What Colo is definitely not a null. Just continuing on Twitch chat.
All right, so we are at the top of round something.
Sick.
Where's my encounters tab? There it is.
That's
there
my
you
favorite
are.
round.
Round 6. And
Bitch.
we have Sif to start it off.
What I gotta say about short.
Just to describe it to the listeners, so we have Sif in the top, the northwestern corner of this mess hall that is lengthwise. I
What does that
mean,
mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
It
For
is.
the audio listeners,
it's
imagine what this room looks like lengthwise.
It
It's
is a vertical room.
its length is half as tall as its width, or vice versa. I can't think.
Vertical orientation.
It's 20 by 35.
There you go. Perfect.
No one's
Thank
counting.
Thank you, Jacob.
He just eyeballed that.
Dude,
impressive.
That was impressive.
I build fucking maps all the time.
Dude knows
That's
his
fair.
squares.
He's playing with them. And we have Bertrand at the southwestern corner with Vanda in the most southwestern corner with a fallen acolyte right next to her. Then we got Fen and Faradir towards the center of this mess hall, engaged with another fallen acolyte there. And that's where we're starting. So Sif, what do you do?
Yeah, after nearly getting felled by Vanda, and then brought back up, I had to run back and grab my bow last turn, and then hobble my way into this location. And it looks like I'm standing there alone, but I am like stepping over and between the dead bodies of these like what look like almond hawks, but are just sort of like husks of people inside of them. And now I have a bow drawn and pulled, and before I attempt to fire the shots, I'm gonna calculate exactly where I can hit this armor by using devise a stratagem.
Whoa, that's a hard zoom in.
I hope I'm right. I don't know what happened. I just clicked buttons. Okay, so I think what happens is I roll a 20. I roll a d20, and essentially I can use that to that's what I'll get with my attack. When you make this substitute, you can add your intelligence modifier to your attack roll instead of strength or dexterity mod, which is definitely better than both. Okay, so let's roll a d20. And I get to add something. 4, +4. Oh, hold on, what's my attack? Okay. Son of a bitch. Attack roll. Technical difficulties. I'm trying, guys. I'm sorry.
Technical
Good.
difficulties. Round 1.
Uh,
Well, actually, no.
Round 2.
Round 2. I was gonna
That's
say.
the
never mind, I forgot.
BBEG.
right.
Technical
right,
difficulties.
Right. We open so strong, and they're like, "Jake, go first." I'm like, fuck. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just roll the d20. Okay. Attack modifier. Do we have proficiency at all? Like, my 5e is showing.
Yes.
You should
Wait.
add your dex bone,
Right.
I get to
And-
add my intelligence, which would be +4.
and then whatever your
So
proficiency with that weapon is. If you're
If you-
trained, you would get +3.
Okay,
you-
yeah. So +7, so 15 to hit. I don't remember if that hits, but fuck it. I'll try to fire, and I'll use the 15 modifier with my strategic strike to hit. It's so zoomed in. This dude down here.
Okay.
Next to Vanda.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Get him.
Vanda
Uh,
lives.
Okay. So
For now.
strikes.
Don't say
So-
that too loud.
Oh yeah,
I know,
Vanda's
knock on wood.
not looking too good. We thought she was dead last session.
Yeah, you willfully omitted her healing.
No, I would never.
There we go. Strategic strike on, and rather than a +1, it's a +4 for damage. Sure. Okay, so it's this +3, essentially, because it's only getting the +1 right now. So 12, and then plus the extra 3 damage from switching to intelligence. So 15 points of damage as I find a gap in the armor and I fire into this creature.
Oh, dope.
Bam.
All right. Describe your kill. Further.
Further, faster.
Round
Find
two.
the gap and
Yeah, I think I look down, I fire, and it just kind of goes smoothly in, and it's kind of buried up to the half, like the feathers. And when the creature falls, I make eye contact with Vanda, and I mouth, which looks weird because I got a big ass snout, right? Because I'm a Colo, definitely not a Knoll. I mouth, finish it. And do you reload a bow? I have no idea.
Yes.
yes, but it has a reload of 0, so it's just a free action to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Free action, and then I'll just take a shot penalty at the guy between Faraday and Fenn. I don't have all the extra pluses against him, so it's just going to be a straight attack at -5, which is going to be a -2, I think. It's great.
All right.
Solid.
Roll it up.
Here for it.
Okay.
Looks like you got it targeted. Perfect.
Yeah.
And that is a miss.
That's a miss. It's not a critical miss. I don't shoot anybody else today.
That is a miss with
Okay,
a
Fenn's
7.
on the ground. You would have missed him anyway.
All right,
Oh
that
yeah,
is
you fell. I forgot.
that is all 3 actions right there.
Yeah,
All right.
Fenn's dippity doo ass fell down when he was trying to hop across tables.
It is Vanda's turn. She is heaving and huffing. Her nose is bleeding. You can see that her shirt underneath her breastplate it's just leaking with blood. The patching, the first aid that Sif provided her earlier seems to be kind of breaking at the seams, but she grips her greatsword tightly, and she's gonna stomp on over to aid Fen and Fairdeer at the center of the mess hall to help finish off this last fallen acolyte here.
Find her now. It's not my voice. There it is.
Alright,
I don't
so
know
that
what
was
that was.
It was a 2-action move, and she swings her greatsword.
Bertrand was never the same after he got COVID.
And
yeah.
she misses with a 12. Again, as she lifts up her greatsword, she feels a twinge of pain and just misses. And we
Unfortunate.
go to Fen.
The pain of missing.
Right. Okay. Well, Fen is. Am I gonna get hit with an attack of opportunity if I stand?
It's a good question.
You're gonna answer the question?
You gonna
No.
stand up?
Well,
I don't.
It's a move, so it would trigger AO's. I think it is a trigger for an AO.
Yeah, any move or manipulating actions would trigger it.
I
A
mean,
reaction.
you've got to stand up.
Oh,
one
that's
way or
right. He
another.
needs to have reactive strike anyway. I keep forgetting about that. Sorry for metagaming, but I'm also a DM in my other games, so I need to know these things.
Yeah, he's got to have
So-
have the ability to perform the attack of
Right.
opportunity in the first place.
He may not. Who knows? What if I just stab him in the dick from the ground with my trident?
So minus
yeah,
2, I
we'll see.
think.
I should do.
You could try it.
I might as well.
Right in the dick.
'cause
Stab him in the dick.
Happy Pride Month, you slut. So.
Here's your involuntary sounding.
That's the worst kind of sounding.
Make sure you use Sonic damage.
Yeah, I mean, they're all pretty even to me, but that would definitely be the worst. Involuntary.
Quick, someone in chat, experiment for us. All right, so that is a hit with a 16, I believe.
Sure is. Go and roll your damage, sir.
Beautiful. Oh, I don't know why I hit blind. So can you tell me what that number is?
That
I
is
hit
a
blind.
That is a 4 points of damage.
All right, so Fen on the ground is just like embarrassed, doesn't want to get up, and doesn't feel safe getting up. So he's just gonna take his trident, which he luckily still had out, and stabs up into this thing's groin, missing some vital areas, but just stabs up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yells out,
Uh,
"Ugh! I didn't ask for that."
I'm sorry. Normally I ask for consent, but this is a very strange situation for
Yeah.
both of us. Can I trip him? Is that a thing I can do?
Absolutely. That I think that counts towards map though. Pretty
Okay.
sure it
Does.
does. So if you target him and then
Does.
bring up the
Uh-huh.
basic actions macro, you should see an option to trip.
Okay.
Kick him in the nards.
Kick him in the nards. Let's see. I currently don't see that, so I'm gonna add that to my thingamajig.
Wolffish
Um,
got snards.
It's in the encounter column, and then on the third column under that tab, do you have the basic actions
Uh,
macro?
I have no idea what you're talking about at this moment
Okay.
in time.
That's all right.
But I did find it in the
Uh,
other land.
In the other land,
In the other land.
the land of
Um,
macros.
Foundry is not playing nice with me.
You just roll athletics. That's fine too.
It's too late now. I already went through all that trouble.
Oh, there it is.
All right. So I need. Yeah, I guess it is just athletics, isn't it? So Athletics it is. Yeah.
Oh,
That is a
Oh, that
20.
is a natural 20.
Pew,
Choo
pew,
choo.
pew.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
For the audio listeners, a very interesting Thomas the Train Engine whooshes across the screen. All right, so no need to worry about my multi-attack penalty here.
Go ahead and roll your
Now you
d6
take-
for damage, and he is
Yeah.
prone.
Beautiful. All right, I'm
That's
gonna
cool.
do a public roll now. All right, that is a 3 points of damage.
Trip so hard.
So after I stabbed him in the groin, I swept his leg to make him fall down. He is now prone. And I think now that he's down, Fen is going to take his last action to stand up.
All right, as you stand up, you provoke no reactions.
Yeah, I knew it.
Excellent.
And at that, we'll go to Faradir, and then Bertrand is up after.
Faradir is going to take an opportunity to take a 5-foot step back.
As one
And-
does.
And he's going to cast a spell. Needle darts. 3 needles out of a piece of my metal of my possession to a flying and do 3d4 damage, which is attack roll against your target's AC.
All right, go ahead and target him. Hit the 2-action cast. And let the attack roll rip.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That is an
11.
11 for the listening audience. And 11 is a miss. They just go whirring past the fallen acolyte and into the wall next to Vonda. Vonda looks surprised and up at you, Faradir. And Bertrand.
All right, Bertrand is going to open the door that's right next to him. Just kidding. He is still under the effects of panache, thankfully, so that'll give him a little bit extra movement. So he should be able to get up onto this table here. I mean, diagonally, it's only 10 feet away, so I guess or 15, I should say. But any and all extra movement is... Actually, you know what? I think he would go an additional little bit to get flanking, even though he's on the ground. So you'd kind of just vault up over the table here. Can we
Vault?
call that one move action?
Vault, you say.
Vault
Go give me an
thematically.
give me an athletics check to get over that table.
All right.
We don't fall over the table like I did.
What if he just takes his time and uses the full complement of one stride action, which he currently has 30 feet of movement?
No, I had Fen do it, so I feel like I
Okay.
need to have you do it too.
Fair. Athletics or acrobatics?
Either.
Okay,
You pick.
Perfect. Well, acrobatics is much better. We are in combat, so I'm going to do public, correct?
Yes, that's fine.
All right. I have a good bonus to this. I have a 7. My die lagged out. I don't know what that was. Okay,
That's a
22
point.
total.
22 is a success.
Right. So that is one move action. Second action, Bertrand is going to swing out with the rapier, stab down at this creature. T for target. Actions, strikes. Here we go. Stabs down with the rapier. That is a 2 on the die.
Oh, he just rolls over his right shoulder.
No.
Yeah, he's on the ground, looks up at me and ducks out of the way right as the point of the rapier is coming down on him. Luckily, that is
Busy.
not a critical miss. And then he will strike out a second time.
Come on, birdie.
Fingers crossed here. That's a 9 on the die for an 11. So he's a little
Yikes.
preoccupied with something.
He's rolling around. He got stabbed in the groin.
He's like, I want to open all these doors. How many closed doors in this room? I don't know what my accent is. It really is not good right now. So I'm gonna mute and practice. That is the end of Bertrand's turn.
All right, the fallen acolyte on the ground. It is his turn. He will stand up slowly. Does anybody have reactions? Ooh,
No.
Vanda might.
Yeah, but
Let's
not
see.
for.
No, she does not. Which doesn't seem to make sense. All right, so he stands up. One action.
Stand up.
Get to kill Vanda.
And let's see. No, he's a little overwhelmed right now. He sees that he's surrounded, but he yells out,
Fuck.
fuck.
I give up.
He says, fuck you all. I shall die in the name of Zarzmak. And he's going to attack one. Oh, let's go clockwise. 1 is Faradir, 2 is Fen, 3 is Vanda, and 4 is Bertrand. I rolled a 4. So, Bertrand, you are the
Okay.
target of this
That's
creature's
fine.
ire. And he turns to you with his sickle in hand and strikes out. Second action, first attack. And misses. It's an 8.
Critical miss.
It is a critical miss.
Yes.
And third action, second attack.
I thought this guy's
And miss
name was
Critical miss again.
Craig.
Well, poop on a stick. I'm missing.
Well, shit on me and call me Shirley.
Do you have your reaction to critical misses yet, Dylan?
I don't know what that means. As a swashbuckler,
Yeah, I know some
Is that a thing?
swashbucklers get a special thing, but it might be higher level.
I don't have anything currently. That could be a different, like, swashbuckler style. I don't remember what it's called for swashbuckler.
Gotcha.
Mm.
All right. I'm gonna walk over, so I have a better view. Oh fuck, this guy's on the. No, he stood up. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he did
walk
stand
over,
up.
so I have a better view of this guy. I'm gonna size up the armor, and I'm gonna attempt another strategic, another devise a stratagem. I can do it once per round. So it's a D20 plus 7. I need you to roll. Okay. So once again, I'd look for a similar spot in the armor, and I'm gonna fire with 17 to hit.
17 is a hit. Go and roll damage.
Okay, so damage. Add that, and once again, we got to add +3 for the thing. So it's 13 points of damage.
God damn, dude.
I love investigators.
Describe your kill.
I think I walk over, I see it, try to strike at Bertrand, and Bertrand, you're dodging or parrying however you can, and I think there's a brief moment of like eye contact and like a nod as I kind of shoot him straight. I think straight into the chest. That's an easier shot. And as it like falls back over the table, I just look at you, give you a nod, Bertrand, and kind of look at Vanda. I'm like, guess we finished it.
And as the fallen acolyte falls with a clank and clamber of his armor and sickle to the ground in between Fen and Bertrand, that is the end of the encounter. Vanda kind of leans up against the door behind her and sighs a breath of relief.
We did it.
Sure did.
There's more bodies over there.
I suppose suppose it's worth observing, but let us be careful. We do not know if there could be any more hiding around.
Vanda says, "No, don't walk into that room. It's trapped."
Oh, well, shit.
Yes.
Any other surprises waiting for us outside of that beast you mentioned in the basement?
No, there shouldn't be. Azomi is in the basement, along with those strange cats. Those cat creatures. I don't know what they are.
All cats are strange.
Can you
We're
describe
dog
them?
people.
Well, speak for yourself, Mike.
Just to show the listeners or the Twitch audience, Sister Vanda, and you guys again, just to give you a reminder what she looks like.
All like all animals equally.
Oh, happy Pride, girl. I didn't realize she was that butch.
Super. She's so mad though.
She is.
Yeah.
I mean, there are two types of lesbians.
Repressed.
There's U-Haul lesbians and sword lesbians.
What the fuck's a U-Haul lesbian? Teach us.
A U-Haul lesbian, for those who are unaware.
Yeah, you gotta have fun facts for us this month.
Oh, I can have so many. Fun fact of the day for Pride Month, round 1. U-Haul lesbians. U-Haul lesbians are lesbian couples that have not known each other for very long, but to decide to move in within about a month of dating one another. Those are
Okay.
officially U-Haul lesbians.
Got it.
I
Okay.
thought of a trucker. I was way off.
Nope.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's like
Surprise.
I've rented a few
Surprise.
U-Hauls and they were never. Maybe, I don't know.
All right, that's Sister Vanda.
The sword lesbian of
This-
1 sec.
our encounter.
So yeah, I think I'll walk up to the door. I'm not going in, and I'm gonna kind of peek around and
Sure.
kind of look back. How is it trapped? And kind of look back and see if I can spot any of these things that she mentioned.
Sure. So as you kind of peer into that room, you see that this was probably the main entrance to Stonehome. It's covered in dried and splattered blood. There's that pair of corpses, each fully clad in rusted Gormai armor. It looks like they're laying there rotting, each with wounds as if pierced by a dozen spears. The rusty ceiling grate gives a limited view into the room above. And you think that might be like a second floor balcony that looks over the courtyard in front of Stonehome. But she says that there's beneath the floor there's iron spikes. They run the entire breadth of the hallway. There's a pressure plate to activate the trap in the northern half of the hallway to skewer as many intruders as possible.
Well, I'm very glad you said that because I was very close to walking into that room. I'm not much used to my deity when I am dead, or for my protective services.
Yes, maybe it must seem we must spoke to my clients about getting you a raise.
Yes, that would be quite wonderful after the incredible experiences we have had so far on what was supposed to be a very simple escort.
And you should raise your rates too, fair dear. Ah,
Excellent idea.
what now? That's trapped. Of that monster in the basement. Where, Vanda? Where's Odwi? Where is this? Where is your lord?
She shakes her head and she says, I think they may have taken him and her to Rusthenge. Ugh. And she kind of holds holds her ribs underneath her breastplate. A little bit more blood kind of gushes out.
Are
I think-
those rusted wounds? Are they from these creatures? Is that how that spread to those corpses there?
She says, no, no. Maitre Ma be damned. Should have known something was wrong the day you showed up. A week ago, a Thessalonian man named Maitramar arrived, claiming to be a merchant from Zinadasseril. We spoke with Lord Ragnulf for an entire night. When they emerged at dawn, they gathered us all in the worship hall and spoke of bringing war to Osprey Cove, subjugating all other settlements in Chakakoth Isle, and forging an alliance with Zinadasseril. At the end, Lord Ragnulf spoke of a sickness among our ranks and claimed that his new friend Maitramar had brought him a way to expose that sickness. He opened a bottle, and it filled the hall with a foul-smelling air. Several of my kin doubled over in pain. It looked as if their skin was rusting, and Lord Ragnulf ordered the rest of us to put down the blasphemers. I obeyed. Gorham, I am sorry. I alone, well, not exactly. There's one other survivor, actually a couple others. There's a few held prisoner in the basement near the tunnel. Behind me, behind this door, there's a blacksmith named Trigg. They kept him alive for his skill.
I suppose at this point it's I am torn. On one hand, I would like to go vanquish this demon. On the other hand, there's someone bound, and we know they're here, and it does not feel right to leave them.
Well, one of these demons is in the basement.
She nods.
This is exactly why I run out of basements whenever I turn off the lights, anywhere I go. This reason right here.
That's strange. I end up walking over. Actually, I'm right on top of the guy. So I look down into the body, and I think the adrenaline is still going, so I'm not like fully thinking that I just killed two humans or two humanoids. I'm gonna try to pull out the arrow and see if it's reusable.
Go and roll a percentage. You can, it doesn't have to be private.
88.
Yep, you can grab it again.
Yeah. So I pull the arrow out, and I think what I'm looking at is the blood sort of like that crimson, or is it a different color?
It is definitely crimson.
Okay. I think you guys see Sif doing that. I get lost in it a bit as you kind of see the like I just like tunnel vision as I think the realization is beginning to set in and the adrenaline is beginning to drop a little bit as I understand what we just did.
Yes, they were still somewhat human. Vonda says, I need to redeem myself in the eyes of Gorham for my treachery. And as such, I would like to accompany and assist you further here in Stoneholm to clear it, to fight Azomi, and rid his presence of this place. I don't think I'm in a good enough shape to continue forward as I am. I know if we go speak to Trigg, he would likely slay me on the spot. He is loyal to Gorham. and even more so to Ragnolf and Iron Harbor.
Well, in interest of all of us, I think it's maybe worth us taking perhaps a small rest while we appear to be somewhat safe here, so we can gather ourselves. After all, we have just been through something deeply traumatizing for some of us, and well, it's no small comfort for me either, to where we have taken human life, and well, some of us have injuries to tend to. Bertrand, for example, was for some reason dead until just 2 minutes ago on his token. Um, but
Really?
yeah, for whatever reason, I kept looking over at your token and it said dead. And I was like,
Likewise.
Oh, really?
Oh, I
That's
was
weird.
on this spot.
Oh, weird.
oh yeah,
I'm
weird.
on another spot that there's a dead creature.
Yeah.
It's the dead hole. So, I think Fen in this moment is going to cast a large healing spell for the benefit of everyone around.
Ooh, yeah.
So he's gonna do a big old healy wheelie.
Cast that feel good.
Press the feel good button. So here we go. I don't know why everything is trying to default to. No,
Oh.
no,
Ooh.
I refuse.
You
wanna hero point that? You want
I
to
want
spend
to
a
hero
noble?
point the shit out of that.
I'll
Thank
let
you.
you spend it, sure.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
frustrating.
man.
I got a 1 for the audio listeners. Yeah. All right, let's try that again. Why? Why does it keep doing? It went secret for some reason again, and I hate.
I got you. All right, so everybody might see this this obsidian token that clings to your essence with an intensity that you felt before. It vanishes from your being. Along with its grip, as it slips into the abyss, a voice whispers in your head, "You gamble with destiny, for fortune or ruin, it remains uncertain. Beware, young wanderer, your strength wanes as this transaction concludes."
I do not know from where I keep getting these things, or why they speak to me in cryptic riddles, but if it helps, I suppose. Yay, everyone healed for 6 damage. Whee!
It's nice.
Nice. It's much better than 1.
I'm almost back to full health now.
Significantly better than 1.
Sister Vanda
Vanda.
kind of stands upright, and she puts her great sword down, kind of leans on it.
Vanda, do you think it might be worth us talking to Trig and you stay out here?
Yes, definitely.
Well, I don't want to speak for everyone.
Which room is Trig in and which room is the trapped room?
The trap room is to the south. That's the double doors open to the south of this mess hall.
Got
And
it.
Trig is just to the west of where Vanda is, and she'll
Got
move
it.
out of the way.
What's over here in this room over here?
Move,
Did
bitch.
anybody
Anyway.
ask?
That's the clinic. You might find some things in there that's still usable.
Also may be helpful.
Are there
Like a healing
supplies?
potion for yourself?
Possibly. I mean, I don't mind. I'll take it.
We should probably look in there.
I'll go in with Vanda and look, because I look back. You all know I'm not good at talking to people. I can spend my time searching in here while you talk to this blacksmith.
Perfect. Vanda nods and she says, "Please, after you."
I'm gonna go in and search for Sister Vanda.
I don't want to leave them alone, but Verity, are you going?
He's already on his way.
He's already in there.
Yeah.
So Faradir, Sif, and Sister Vanda walk into the clinic.
Sounds
Bertrand
like a setup
and
for a joke.
Yeah, right.
Bertrand and Fan seem hesitant to follow, but
I
What are
think
you guys doing?
Fen is standing guard outside, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Our Bertrand follows in after. The smell of vinegar is strong in this modest clinic. With only 2 beds, a small work desk, and a small array of mostly empty shelves, this area is not prepared to handle challenging medical needs. And Vonda immediately walks over to these shelves over here and she opens up the cabinet and starts going through whatever's there. And she points to a door just to the south here. She says, "That staircase will lead down to the basement." I think. Let me reread that. Hold on.
Hold on, let me reread my notes.
Oh, crap. Oh, yeah. No.
Pulls out reading glasses.
Where's that go? Oh, hold on. Yes, it does go to the basement.
I was gonna say, this is my eternal struggle whenever I'm trying to reread something, especially in Foundry. I don't know what it is, but
While we wait, she clearly knows where stuff is. So I'm going to. I don't know what type of door this is down to the basement, but if I can like barricade it from it being opened for the time being, I'm gonna try to lock it in place so that we can control that descent.
Perfect. Yeah, there's plenty of furniture for you guys to move if you want to spend the time doing that. She pulls down a healer's toolkit, 2 potions of elixirs, 2 elixirs of life, minor, and 4 potions of anti-plague, lesser. She'll drink 1 potion immediately. And heal. For 6. She is badly injured, but she seems a bit more stable. Her breathing's kind of returned to normal. And she's standing a bit more upright, but if nobody says anything, she'll drink the next potion also. She kind of looks around for a moment. Nobody says anything, and then pops it. And
Yeah,
heals for 4.
I think I've tried to enlist Bertrand
Yeah, I think Bertrand would give you a hand for sure.
and barricade. So I think Faraday is the only one seeing her rifle through the shelf and grab stuff.
I don't think Bertrand would give a shit either.
Fen's too busy watching outside the door to care about what's happening in there.
All right, so you guys, during those few minutes, you barricade the door with whatever else you can find in here: furniture, bed frames, desks, chairs, etc. And it feels pretty sturdy, though making a lot of noise.
I mean, we killed people, so
Yep.
there's a lot of
Also,
noise to be
typically
made.
makes noise.
Yeah, I think I'll look back. Or said, did you find anything extra that we might be able to use in these coming moments?
She holds out the 4 potions of anti-plague and a healer's toolkit.
I pat my healer's toolkit and say, yours is still back in the hallway. I didn't grab it.
Oh, hers? This one's an expanded toolkit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's cool.
It comes with a screwdriver.
With a keener eye, you see that it's got more tools and salves.
And a carabiner to put your stuff on.
Several.
Seeing that, I'm like, I'll trade you mine for that one, and if you don't need those anti-plagues, then perhaps we can deviate among the party.
She shrugs. She's, I have no use for these. This healer's kit is lost in my hands. And I'll just pop these into your inventories. And what do you guys want to do from here?
I'm not going first.
Can I do a general perception around the room just for anything else that might be in here?
Sure.
While we're
Yep.
kind of just
You can-
take a look around, not
you roll
looking
a
for anything
s-
specific, but
You roll a secret check.
what am I doing? Oh my god, it's on this side. Oh my god, I'm clicking on I was clicking on initiative. It's like there are no active encounters. Like I know.
Yes, I'm aware. Let's keep it that way.
All right, so that is a you got a natural 20 on that,
Cool.
and you find. I'm gonna give you something with that. So let's just say that.
+1 rapier. What's that over there in the corner?
How
Um,
convenient, a sword.
It's like in
uh,
Pineapple Express when they run out of ammo, they just like find more guns and shit
uh,
preloaded.
There's more guns.
Yeah.
You find a hidden stash in a tucked away brick
Ooh.
stone of and I'll pop a coin purse into your inventory with some monies.
Oh, cool. Oh, I found this, and I'll share it all with you later. But for now, it's a little dangerous. I promise I'm good for it. Remember, I'm a communist.
Ship communist.
Hashtag ship
communism.
communism.
Yeah. Though we're not on a ship now, it still applies. It runs in my veins.
All right, so door sufficiently blocked. Bertrand was able to find a hidden cache, and Vonda is healed up, though not to 100%. You can tell she's still a bit sluggish, but in much better shape than she was previously.
Perfect.
I propose that our next course of action, we either talk to Trig or we explore around just a tad more in some of the rooms we have not seen yet. There could be more resources, potentially, if Vanda knows.
I agree.
She kind of shrugs as you guys walk back out onto the mess hall and says there's short bows and arrows and all manner of equipment kind of laid about. Long spears.
None of that is particularly useful for me, so if anyone would like to go with me to talk to and free this Trig, then I am already at the door.
I'm right behind you, mate.
I'll stay. I'll stay back with Vanda.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
She'll sit at the center table here in the mess hall, kind of sword next to her within arm's reach.
He is right there. All right.
He backs up, surprised. He goes, "Oh, who are you?
Do not
Ah.
fear.
Oh,
Sorry, I did not mean to force you into a corner, so to speak. We are here to save you.
So in front of you, you see an older gentleman, dark skin, long wavy hair. He's kind of handsome. Wearing breastplate. And
All right, Aragorn from Wish. I'm here for it. Discount Jason Momoa. We're here for it.
he kind of looks surprised, a little scared, but then realizing that you might not be of any danger to him, he kind of relaxes a little bit and loosens up. He says, "Who are you? What are you doing here?
Well, to make a long story short, our friend was taken here some matter of days ago, and we came here to perhaps rescue her, and we had to put down some threats in Stoneholm, so to speak, and we heard that you might be in trouble.
He kind of nods, and you're maybe, since kind of standing and settling into this room now, you catch the scent of um, just human waste, and you're kind of looking around and you see that this place has turned into um, a hovel. You're looking at this man, you see that he's dirty and dingy, and you immediately think that they literally haven't had him leave this room in at least a week. You might see a piss and shit corner now to the south, and whatever the softest materials that could be scrounged here were turned into bedding of some kind on top of a workbench. And this man looks tired.
Uh, no need to be ashamed, my friends. I also have a poop and piss corner back at back in Sandpoint. You learned to have one of these when you were a servant of Gozre.
He says, what's happened to the acolytes?"
Well, I do not want to speak for all of them, for I do not know, but we were attacked by a few of them, and they had seemed to be infested with something other.
Yes, yes. Maitramar spoke to Ragnolf and manipulated him and poisoned uh, my brothers and sisters. Shakes his
I
head.
I am sorry for your loss. I I cannot fathom what you are probably going through right now. Uh, but I do know this, that we need to get you out of here.
He nods. He says, "What of that treacherous Sister Vanda?
Well,
Ow.
She still romp around the halls like she owns the place now."
you may be surprised to find out that she has changed her ways.
She squints. Or he squints. He says, "Just that bitch. I should
Yes, she
kill her
was
where
quite
she
a bitch.
stands."
Well, she almost died already, but she did help us free, defeat. I don't know the best word to use, as they were technically your people, but she freed the infested from their plight, and she did help us, though at first she was not our ally.
She shakes his head. She helped them in everything that they did. Maitramar and Ragnolf, they found a rusted door below. She led them to it. They closed it tight. I believe Azomi is there, protecting that door. Split-faced monstrosity.
Ew.
You have to save Lord Ragnolf. He knows not what he's done.
We will gladly do this, but my friend, you are a blacksmith, are you not? Do you have anything in here that could be helpful to us?
He kind of looks over his shoulder and says, "They've had me working day and night on weapons. I've got all sorts here. This is the latest piece I've been working on," and he points to a great sword that kind of shines with this almost dark, uh, like it's got like a dark sheen to it. He says it's made of cold iron greatsword.
That's cool.
And
But
essentially, he's got any like mundane weapon you can think of at hand that you could want, but this is probably the most valuable piece he's had. and worked on.
Well, it is not my usual choice of weapon, but it could come in handy at some point. I will take it from you if you do not mind.
It is yours.
It might be magical.
Magical.
Who said that? Is there more with you?
Oh yes, I do have friends with me here as well. They have also helped to free you.
An old
Hello,
man.
I was listening.
Oh, that's where I shit and piss. Don't
Well, I
think
was
you
gonna
want to
say-
stand there.
Ah,
I was gonna
it's not
say,
the first time I've stepped in a corner.
You're just gonna stay there marinating in it.
what is this? What does this door there lead to? More shit and piss.
To the loo.
The guard stations, and then to the upper area. The upper.
Over here.
Oh, over there. That's to the kitchen.
Oh, that's right. I didn't go
Ah.
to the kitchen.
Yes, I found snacks there. They were wonderful.
This is the guard station down here. Where you shit.
He
That's why you
nods.
shit in that corner, right?
Yeah. Nobody
Fuck
comes
the
in that way anymore.
Yeah.
Fen currently scraping off shit off of his boot using some of the tools.
Do I need to go that way?
All right. As
We're
you're
gonna go
you're
right to the basement.
you're swiping
keep
the
it
shit and
same.
piss off your boots. Fanda's looking at Sif in the mess hall, kind of up and down. Like, what's your story?
I look up from because I've leaned against the doorway and just kind of like half listening, and just trying to sketch out the floor plan as we're here, trying to keep my mind active and thinking of past promises. Yeah, just kind of look at her. I don't really have one. Was
How did-
abandoned. Grew up in Osprey Cove. Too curious for my own good. Look where we've ended up.
She kind of smirks. You could say I was curious too.
Oh,
Ugh.
what's your story?
Bye, curious.
She's just interested in the naughty. All right.
Which
Spider
room
people.
is the BDSM room, Amanda?
I'm sorry. What was your question? What did you ask her, Sif?
What's your story?
I've born and raised here in Iron Harbor. Never really liked the direction Ragnolf was taking the Goramites. It's bland, traditional, nothing would change. I figured we could do more than just stay here in Iron Harbor. And at Matrimar's arrival, I figured we could do something more.
So you felt good about enslaving the coast?
She kind of shakes her head. No, of course not. Didn't think that this would happen to my brothers and sisters, but what was I to do after it was all said and done? Gorm, forgive me. Hopefully he will, in time.
Well, at least I won't be the one to judge you.
She kind of shakes her head. Well, I hope you find your way.
With your help, hopefully we will.
And she nods.
Vanda has a only Gorham can judge me tattoo. Their tramp stamp.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like old English, like arced over her stomach, like Tupac's Thug Life.
Gorham might let me live. Alright, I'm gonna go home. I'm already home. Where do you guys want to go from here?
So, question: can I have that sword now?
Alright, put it in your inventory.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for the treasure to appear.
Drag and drop, baby. Drag and
So,
drop.
Fair enough.
You guys would notice that Faradir went to the bathroom, but he was there for a long time. Just seemed to take him just It's embarrassing how long it takes him, So
I feel that.
Got
I,
stage fright even when no one's around.
I too take at least half an hour of Faradir. I understand. So me as a player, I'm curious about the rooms that we didn't go into in the hallway personally.
Mm-hmm.
Fen, I think Fen would probably want to take some kind of more serious rest because he knows that his magics for the day have severely waned.
Mm-hmm.
I could rest. Faradir has no level 1 spells left. Great.
Fen has one. And
I
no
mean,
heals.
I do have damaging cantrips. I believe my
Right.
mine. I think I have a 3d4. So I mean,
But if we're
Well-
about to fight demons,
Right, I don't think we need to go down another level down to the basement before we
Sure.
heal up. You can reconnect with your deities or what have you.
Kind of peek my head into the door. We did barricade it. That's
We do have
the
the
only
wall.
way down, right, Vanda?
She says, she shakes her head no. She says that there's another way to reach the basement. There's a tunnel hidden near a waterway just to the east of town a bit.
But it's not an immediate threat to us here in the castle. Here in Stoneholm.
No, but I fear. I imagine you guys kind of walk back into the mess hall to kind of talk about what your plans are next.
yeah.
As this is going on.
We should, and make sure that homie's not gonna fucking kill Vanda.
Yeah,
that too.
as you guys walk back out in the mess hall with Trig in tow, he upon immediately seeing Vanda, you see he immediately unlatch his smith's hammer from his belt and like grip it tightly, and then Vanda just shakes his head no, and he just he just smolders at her, and he says, "We'll have words later, Vanda." She goes. She just nods.
I'm glad this was resolved peacefully. We do not have time or resources for infighting amongst us.
She knows she fucked up.
Yeah.
You done fucked up,
does.
Aaron.
But yeah, as you guys kind of are talking what to do next, Vanda will say at the mention of you wanting to rest for a longer amount of time, she says, Azomi is aware of your presence, and if I don't report something soon, he's going to know something's wrong and will likely take the prisoners to Rusthenge. Don't know what's going on there. They kept us here, wouldn't let us leave. But that is where Maitramar took Ragnolf through the rusted doors. Ordwy is there too, and if Azomi is to leave after any amount of time, I'm sure he would give them warning of what's happening and would expedite whatever plans are transpiring there.
So if we don't make a preemptive assault, we risk reinforcements and more lives.
She shrugs. I just know that if something doesn't happen to Azomi, or we need to find a way to cut him off or stop him from warning Maitramar.
Where's Maitramar?
I imagine at Rusthenge.
Right.
It was Trig, right?
Trig.
Sif.
Oh,
You fight. we're brought into this, if you're brought into this, can you fight?
He says, of course, a follower of Gorum. Through and through. And he kind of glares at Vanda.
Well, if you both survive this, we'll let you hash it out. What do you think we should do?
I mean, Bertrand is. It's like I feel great. I'm ready to go, but I understand the limitations that we're facing as a party. So
I feel
Some-
much better as well, thanks to Fen.
I suppose we could just Faradir and I will be much more limited than what we have been thus far, if we are to continue.
I can keep up. And he kind of sits up a little.
As long as you are all right with the potential of not being healed, then we can continue.
I'll
Right.
stay in the back.
I don't think we have to worry about greatswords in the back anymore. Look at Vanda.
This is
Look
hopefully
back.
true.
So, hopefully that should be a safe location.
She shakes her head.
Well, I guess we should head towards, or at least Vanda, at the minimum, finds this Azomi.
She nods and she says, yes, down the staircase in the clinic. Are we off then?
Let's move that furniture.
Yes, I fear we have no other choice.
can we
She says
sense
no.
motive?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was just saying, can we sense motive that this is like I still don't really trust her, so
Yep, just secret checks for those.
I think Faradir would probably stay real close to Fen.
Yes, stay behind me, Faradir, preferably.
Where's Birdie?
He's in
I'm
the back.
ready.
He went through another door somewhere.
I can't help myself.
Oops, what the hell?
Oh, we've
So
been
many floors.
transported.
Teleport!
Oh, I'm back up. I need to go back down. Go down.
Dun dun dun. Welcome to the basement.
Oh, there's a little kitty cat. Oh, I see this kit.
I don't know how people got out. I'm in a stairwell. I can't see anybody.
Good. Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'll fix your guys' formation. All right, so you guys come to a space where this dark stairwell led into this stony basement. Columns throughout the room support the keep structure overhead. Casks and wooden crates line the north and southern walls, and a single iron door exits to the east. A large hole has been recently broken into on the western wall, leading to a naturally occurring cave. There are sticky smears of blood that lead into this tunnel.
Sick.
So just to the northeast of where Faradir is the iron grate, and then to the west, where you can barely make out this tunnel, is where that hallway's been broken into. But yeah, there's a slight wind moving through this area, and it's eerily quiet.
What's up with those cats?
She says, I don't know. Matron Mar brought them, and he placed them down here. He said they were meant to guard the exit.
They look quite cute. Is it my own interpretation of these beasts?
Because I wouldn't trust them. I don't know
Like
anything
house
about.
cats?
Yeah, they look like little kitties. Little kittens.
I do not trust it. Someone fire an arrow at that thing.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Electric arc. Just kidding.
They're probably behind poles for you.
Oh,
They're like right here.
this
My
one
character's
walks
still
up,
in the stairwell.
Yeah.
kind of peeks
Oh, that-
around this pole, and it starts to lick
Yes.
itself. And from behind Fairdeer and Vanda, you hear the sound of like moaning and groaning from this area here, and you look through the grates, and you see that there are prisoners. They're kind of laid up, kind of exhausted, bleary-eyed, but it definitely seems like these cats are a strange happenstance here in this basement.
Cats have prisoners.
Cats do want to take over the world, but
I always knew they were demons.
real quick, guys. Just say hello to the prisoners and let them know we'll get them out of there as quick as we can. Token collide.
Hello.
As you say hello, this creature walks out from behind the
Oh no, I'm behind a pile now.
behind one of the poles, and he says, "Hello,
Oh fuck.
I am Azomi."
You are a rather
Oops.
interesting individual. For the audio listeners, there is a nightmarish Red Riding Hood that has appeared on
Yeah.
screen with face torn in half, revealing some interesting jaws, a very long tongue, and what can only be described as talons for hands and feet.
Yeah.
What he
got
said.
some Raptor legs.
Sister Vanda, what are you doing with these intruders? Vanda says, Azomi, we are meant to remove you and your presence. Ha 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 ha. You falter again in your faith to Gorum and to Tsar Azmak. All of you will perish today.
Well, that sounds quite unpleasant.
Nod.
I have the bow drawn.
Yeah, rapier's out, obviously.
Yeah, shield and trident up.
You shall feed what is needed to bring Tsar Azmak back. Thank you for your offering. And then at that, these creatures change shape. The cats stop licking themselves,
No.
and
Little kitties.
they're not little kitties anymore.
I knew not to trust them.
And let's see, how did I do this last time?
I knew it was going to be on site with these cats.
Bertrand is quickly going to tumble through Fen to gain panache. Because the
Fair
game
enough.
is not paused.
Where's our blacksmith friend?
Oh, he left you guys. He
Upstairs.
abandoned you guys.
Coward!
Motherfucker.
How dare you?
That was for you, Robert.
What's that? Oh,
Coward. not like you don't have enough going on here.
Yeah, I mean, how many NPCs in the city should be rushing to help us, you know?
Truly, yeah.
Alright,
Fair,
so-
dude, break that gate open to make all the prisoners fight with us.
so they stay about the same shape and size,
Oh,
but they
fuck.
kind of their shoulders bulge and like kind of pop, and you hear bones crackling and gurgle as their insides turn into outside, and their soft fur turns into this smooth, nasty, leathery skin.
I don't want to do this anymore.
This reminds
Looks
me.
like a bull mastiff.
It makes me feel like this is what would happen if, like, Resident Evil mixed with Vin Diesel's dog. You know,
Yeah,
like
right.
Kill
it's still
them.
family. You know.
So a Call of Cthulhu creature has appeared on our screen for the audio listeners. With a very long, tendrily tongue.
Mm.
Lots
Scurry.
of tongue on these things.
Yeah, too much
Mhm.
tongue. It's too much tongue.
Gene Simmons level of tongue.
Let me get
Yeah.
Trig down there to join you guys.
There's that motherfucker.
Oh, love that nat 1 for my initiative. But it's an
It's a-
8 after bonus.
It's a 14 total for Bertrand. There we go,
23
Sif.
for me.
14 for
23
Faradir.
Sif.
A lot of rolls going on.
All right, and I got the rolls for all the NPCs that I'm playing. Oh, except one. Let's do
I
one.
was
Here.
gonna say one looks like it needs to. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, BKB.
Herbiker.
Let's get this battle underway, shall we?
Is this the book one boss?
Probably.
Chapter 1, maybe.
Yeah, I meant
Probably.
part one. It's one book.
Get through all of book 1 at level 1.
Right.
Exactly.
Plot twist, you're level 4.
It's like we really should have explored more.
You missed so much.
All right,
They are
so
going into Sandpoint as a level 1.
to start the round off, we've got... Oh, I should hit the start encounter button, shouldn't I? Let's do that.
No.
All right, it is Sister Vanda to start us off, and as she has promised, we'll run immediately up and into the fray.
What's her first name?
It is Vanda.
Winsome Vanda.
Oh, that's so that there's a random adjective that gets added to
Oh.
every NPC.
Oh,
Naive Trig.
winsome Lusome.
Yeah.
Never heard of that word.
All right, so she steps up to in between these columns here, where both of these now deformed and monstrous-looking cats are behind. She'll target this one to the south. And first action move, second action, first attack. And a miss. Third
I need you to
action.
get your shit together.
She's
Gorm.
like a stormtrooper, man.
Gorm is not with her.
Right, the
No,
only time
clearly
Gorm
not.
was with her is when she nailed Sif.
That's the only time she can do it, apparently. Okay, so
Right,
that one was a
fucking critical
hit. Oh, no, that one was a miss, sorry. So 2 misses, that's all of her actions. We go to Sif.
Man, okay. Demon bug dude is a problem. But the cat to mastiff thing
there we
is
go.
multiplicative. So I'm gonna try to recall knowledge on these cat things. And I have demon bolt. So I'm gonna find where
Oh,
that
there it
skill
is.
is.
There we go.
And
I
attempt
found
a
it.
recall knowledge check, I guess. Yeah.
Sure. I
Has
found the
already
button
rolled
to flip their
initiative.
tokens.
Wait. Skill. No, that's skills. Right.
Sif is still wounded too.
I am. Yeah. If I go
Mhm.
down, if I get critically hit, I'm dead.
This is very true.
This needs to be blind because it's recall knowledge.
You probably should have used the med kit we found earlier.
Well, no, I'm immune currently. Oh,
Oh.
I guess I'm only immune to battle medicine.
Yep.
But we
Hmm.
would have had to take 10 minutes down.
All right, so with that roll... Ooh, I think that's enough. I can give you something. I can tell you some things about this thing.
I've read a lot of books and seen a lot of pictures.
Okay, so this is a type of fiend, a breed of Sakil, which is a Sakil is fiends that delight in spreading fear and unease among mortal creatures. This one specifically is called an Esipil. Esipil. Among the least of the Sekhils, they delight in spreading fear and uncertainty among people who live with animals that could turn on them. They generally appear as their prey as some benign to their prey as some benign creature, such as domesticated dog or cat. But once they gain trust and get their victims close, they transform into this terrifying creature that is now before you. Looks like it's part dog, part worm, with tendrils and viscera that the creature uses as both a tongue and a weapon.
Whoa.
What would you like to know about this creature?
I don't necessarily know all I can ask. I don't know if I've super used this. Does it have like any paralytic or like poison type of things that we should know about with that tongue? Is that within the realm, or should I be asking like something else?
Just ask me. Are you asking me if that tongue has what that tongue do? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah,
More or less.
what that tongue do is what I'm curious about.
Okay. So these creatures are inherently evil and fiendish. It does essentially it does evil damage and can grab with its tongue.
Okay.
In addition to the normal damage the tongue does.
Gotcha. Okay. So as I'm looking at it and kind of calculating, like those tongues can grab as I aim, and just strategic wise, it's hard for me to. How do you ping? Well, the cat to the north is. Based off my angle, I can't tell. Is it behind the pillar at all?
This one is, yes. The one to the north.
Okay. Can you shoot through the allies, or is...
Yes.
Okay,
actually, no. It'll get a +1 AC bonus.
+1 AC is probably better than a +2 partial cover, I think. If I know right. So, yeah. Well, seeing Vanda miss, I think I'm going to strategic strike. So I'm gonna look at the dude in front of the red mantis dude, and I'm gonna attempt to devise a stratagem again. So D20 +7. That's a 16. So yeah, I'm going to attack the cat thing with a 16 on the bow.
Okay, and that would be a fail.
Okay.
So knowing that, you can use your action to do something else, right? That's the way devise a stratagem works. You kind of saves you an action.
Yeah, it saves me an action. So we're in a line. I'm gonna step. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna make my way, so I got 25. I'm gonna go there, so I have kind of better view on things. And yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Awesome. And it is this Esipil's turn. With Vanda right in front of it, it is just going to lash out. What that tongue do? First action, first attack.
They grab you.
Do grab.
Oh, that's a critical hit. Oh, crap. Choo choo.
She dead.
Oh my
Better.
god.
Better on Vonda than on Sif at this point.
Okay.
I'd
Not.
be dead, yeah. Dead.
That is almost minimum damage, even with the crit. She takes 12 points of damage, but
Yeah.
almost goes down.
Almost minimum is 6.
Oh my gosh. And it is going to use its next action to attempt the grab. So let's hit that grapple button. This is the second action, so at a -5 with map. That is a failure. All right, so the grab fails. Its tongue kind of whips around. Vanda's able to wrench it off, and for its third action, it is going to strike out at her with its claw. And that is a crit miss. Then we go to Trigv. He's got his little smithy's hammer out. He'll move up to here. He says, Gorham, praise this day.
Oh, there he is. I was like, I do not see that motherfucker.
He takes 2 actions, runs up behind Fen, past Vanda, and into the shadows behind this column. And he's going right after Azomi. This dude's a fucking hero. Aragorn from Wish. Or the Lord of the Rings animated movie, as Jacob had mentioned previously. Which is a wonderful watch, by the way. Highly recommend it.
Never seen.
It's got some great songs.
Yes. It can be a little rough at times, but it's if you're a fan, you'll find lots to enjoy about it. All right, so he's swinging his light hammer at Azomi here for his third action. First attack. And a miss. Oh my gosh. All right, well, Bertrand, you're up, and then Faradir.
For being
All right.
Goramites, you would think they'd be better at fighting.
Bertrand is emboldened by the way that Trig so naively ran through. And he is going to... I don't know if Tumble Through has a... It's an acrobatics check. So I don't know if that has like... Does it like have my movement or anything like that? Or I don't know how that works, frankly.
So I think it's through every enemy the DC gets higher.
I would just do through 1 to get down to over here. Token
Okay.
collide.
Yeah, I think it's against their reflex or fortitude. Reflex. It's against their reflex DC.
I would
yeah.
basically be tumbling through this one to get into a flanking position here.
Perfect. Roll it.
All right, so I think I can target this.
You can, and then use the basic actions macro. Basic actions macro.
It's a 5 on the die for a 12.
Oh no! That is a fail.
That is a failure.
Would you like to spend an obol?
You know, I will not.
Okay.
Does anything happen? My movement ends.
Your movement ends right
Oh,
before the creature.
Shit, you know what? I'm gonna do it then. Fuck it.
Yes, give me your obols.
I only had 1.
Give
but
them
I'm
to
gonna use it.
me. The charm pulls at your spirit with a force unparalleled. In a heartbeat, its present evaporates from you. So does its hold. Drifts into the void, and a voice murmurs in your thoughts. You challenge fate for joy or sorrow. It is not yet known. Understand, young adventurer, your vitality diminishes as this exchange ends.
Well, that was weird, but I'm also feeling great. By successfully tumbling through, I gain panache, so that is the only reason I am doing that.
Oh, you have to roll.
What? Oh, I have to re-roll. I thought
Yeah.
it was just an automatic success.
Oh, no.
I'm dumb. All right. Where's...
Wouldn't that be convenient?
I thought there was a button to like re-roll. Is that not there anymore?
I think that's
right-click.
for attacks. That's typically how the mechanic
Oh.
works. I don't think it's for skill
Ooh.
checks usually.
Oh, I
Right.
see.
So just go and just re-roll it again.
Got it. Let me just make sure I'm targeting him.
Reroll that mama jabba.
Target this motherfucker.
You already had
T
him
for
targeted.
target.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Again, I'm an idiot.
There
That's
you
a 15 on
go.
the die for a 23, which is a success.
Hell yeah. So you tumble through
Okay.
successfully.
Perfect. Again, that
Look
will
at
give me
that.
that'll give me the panache.
Yep.
which will be helpful. And Bertrand will then strike out at creepy tongue man
That's Panashti.
and strike out with the rapier. That's an 11 on the die for an 18 total, which is a hit, which is
Sure is.
awesome. And that should. I'm going to obviously discharge the panache to do 2d6 additional precision damage.
Oh god, that's
that'll be,
beautiful.
3d6 total.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Oh
15
baby.
points of damage.
We love our damage classes. We love our stabby boys.
That's so much damage. Holy shit.
Mobile
All
was
right.
worth it.
All right, he takes it. He doesn't like it. And for taking such a heroic stance after that, I'll grant you an obol back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Grazie mille. And then for Bertrand's third action, he will enact dueling parry, which will give me an AC bonus on attacks. It's like a shield raise.
Nice. And you feel the weight of the stone obol return at the edge of your being and on your person. The fates have offered another chance to strengthen or weaken the silver cord in which your soul is tied. Spend this wisely, young traveler.
I need to see a shrink. Cool. That with the dueling parry, that is the end of Bertrand's turn. He's feeling real good. I need to turn Panache back off. There we go.
All right, we go to Faradir.
Faradir can't even see a single combatant at the moment. So he is going to stride forward to here, where now he can actually see. And he is going to target the red cloak tongue man
Okay.
with a nice needle dart. Shoots his needle darts. If I can find my cursor, there we are.
Get shunked.
Oh.
And I miss for a 10. But I'm gonna use my opal because we're almost done anyways.
All right, now's the time to use them, I guess.
We're not getting one every session, correct?
No.
Oh. Well, I already said I'm using it, so I guess I'm gonna use it.
You use it. The stone obol tugs at your soul. The speed of thought. Its presence dissipates as you tempt fate and miss again. The little demon in your ear, in your head, laughs at you.
I do like that, but I didn't know how to do it as Bertrand, so I was just like, "This is weird." It's very. I like that though. It's a cool thing. My character's dumb.
I imagine that honestly, that makes Faradir very mad. And, like building rage, you know. And that is his turn.
All right. It is this Esipil's turn. As we turn, regards Bertrand. Snarls.
Bad kitty. Spray it with water.
And it bites. For some damage.
Oh no.
Oh no! I rolled much better on this than the crit. Bertrand, you're taking... No, not
Uh-oh.
you. God damn it.
That is a lot of damage, dude. That is.
9 points of damage from the Espil.
Nah, I can undo that, so I'm gonna undo that. I don't know why it gives me that option.
And then it is going to attempt to grapple. With its tongue. The map at -5. And failed by
Oof,
2.
okay.
And then for its last action, it is going to it's gonna move over. No, it's not. It's gonna try and strike at you with its claw. I'm at -8. Yeah, with a miss.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You only asked one question for your recall knowledge, Sif. You can ask one other.
Do they have any resistance? I don't think we're gonna have the damage for weaknesses, but do they have resistances?
They do not.
Okay, cool. So I just would have amended. Be like, they can grab and they can bleed.
All right, it is Azomi's turn, who is badly injured. One might even say close to bloodied. He's going to say, what's he gonna say? He's gonna say something cool. He's gonna regard you, Bertrand, and say, you shall rue the day you decided to come here. You will be an excellent offering to Tsar Asmark. Next time on Whispers of Doom.
Dragon balls.
And that's it. We'll call it here. In the middle of a combat. The Whispers of Doom. This is my inside inhale voice.
I thought you had a thing on at first. It's a good voice.
That was a good voice.
Yeah.
It's fun. Try it. Hello. I sound like a robot.
This isn't good for my throat.
It feels so good.
I sound like one of those people who have like the vibro box things. That,
Oh, right.
I don't know what
Yeah.
they're called, but
Me either.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in and checking us out again. We hope you enjoyed the show. That's Whispers of Doom. We are Deathstream Studio. Check out our other podcasts, our actual plays, random rolls, and that's about all we have going right now. We're on hiatus with Devils, Elves, and Dice. And what else do we have going on?
forever, probably, unfortunately.
Yeah, damn it.
Who knows? We might have more things in the pipeline coming
Oh
up.
yeah, we do have some discussions happening. If schedules line up and things fall into place, we might do more live streaming, which would be amazing. Amazing.
Some exciting things.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I am actually working on publishing our first Pathfinder Infinite little supplement here, an archetype called the Grim Sentinel, inspired by the Ghostwalker from D&D 3rd edition, a prestige class. Oh no, they're not called were they called prestige classes?
I think
It's
so.
been so long. Yeah, a
Yeah.
prestige class in the Sword and Fist book. Essentially a class that gains most of its power from being hurt. So the more hurt your character becomes, the more damage and abilities they gain. Yeah, that'll be out on Pathfinder Infinite hopefully by the end of the week or sooner. So check that out. Let's pay what you want for that, and I'm hoping to do a lot more content like that, as well as more stuff on our new TikTok, YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
I'm also streaming every Tuesday and Thursday morning, Coffee and Scream, where I play horror and other grimdark themed games. Yeah, I'm Robert, the GM for Whispers of Doom. Anybody else want to do a little outro?
Bye, gay. Happy
Bye.
Pride
Damn
Month.
it! I was gonna say bye, gay. I guess it's only right that you do it.
Yeah, no cultural appropriation.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. How dare I?
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening again. Don't forget
good
to live by the die and
die
die by
by
the
the
die. Toodaloo.
Bye bye.